I'm Jake.
This week, we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite time of year.
Something very special I hold close to my heart.
We're off school for 2 weeks.
Christmas vacation.
Christmas vacation.
And the food that comes along with Christmas vacation. Because we talk about food.
You said you feast on Christmas Day.
Yes.
What is in that feast, and what are the big predominant parts? What are the big parts of the dinner?
So, it's kind of weird for my family. We're not a huge fan, because Christmas is so close to Thanksgiving, we don't really like to eat basically the same meal. So, like, on Christmas Day, like 1:30 or 2 comes around, that's when we eat, obviously, so you can snack later on. But we do odd things, like one year we had wings, the other year we had like crab legs, and then sometimes steak, we just mix it up, do ribs. So
I like that. That's a cool idea.
We don't do the traditional like ham and all that stuff, but we still like to get together and feast.
That's a really good idea. I like the idea that, what's the theme of this Christmas? Wings or ribs. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What type of wings did you go with? Homemade?
Yeah, homemade. We deep fried them.
You fry them, and then you put them in a big bucket with hot sauce and garlic, and you toss them around.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
And the year before we had ribs. They were smoked for like 12 hours or something. Like just an insane amount.
Fall off the bone.
So, next question. Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookies. Christmas cookies.
What don't you like about Christmas cookies? Christmas cookies, to me, it's like it's family time, because all the family gets together in the kitchen and just has a good time making cookies.
Yeah. My mom and I have a big Christmas cookie day some point, a weekend in the winter. Family, like my grandmother can come. We make just platefuls and a big long table full of cookies.
It's awesome.
What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
So I'm probably going to go with probably the chocolate chip cookie as well, like homemade chocolate chip cookies. But a close second, I don't know if you can call it a cookie really, but it's when you take those like square pretzels and you put the Hershey Kiss on it and like melt it, and like the little M&M on top. Those are really good, but I wouldn't consider those cookies.
I was about to bring that up. I didn't know if it was a cookie.
Jake, those are my favorite treats.
Yeah, right?
So what I do is I have my mom make about 6 bucket size of them. Buckets about this big.
Yeah.
Eat 1 bucket the day we make them.
Tear through it.
Christmas Day, get a video game or something. Shelter myself into a life of video games, food, the gym, and these pretzels. So I'm sitting down in my man cave playing video games, and I have like 3 buckets of these pretzels, and I'm chowing down.
That's addicting.
Yeah, they're
because you get let's think about it for a minute. You get the saltiness of the pretzel, amazing, but then you get the subtle, welcoming sweetness of the chip of the Hershey's Kiss, and it's just
it's
amazing
infused because it has like the little rods in the pretzels, and then it melts and it's amazing. But Jake, last year at my household, tragedy struck.
What?
My mom and I were making those, and the oven was set at the wrong temperature, and the chocolate somehow burned. So, I didn't get any of those.
Can we just have a moment of silence for those snacks?
my family. What we usually have, it varies. Egg sandwiches, egg, some form of an egg, hot sauce in there. It varies every year. We don't have a set breakfast. But what we do have is the grape juice, the sparkling grape juice. Mm-hmm. Pour that in there, and I'll tell you what, I drink so much of that throughout the morning that I'm sick in the stomach by the end of the day. What about you?
That's not a bad thing, though.
What about you?
We usually, some sort of casserole. It's usually like a sweet casserole with like some sort of French toast casserole, I'd say. It's really good. You put like syrup. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Now here we go. It's still Christmas morning. You're done with breakfast. Now you got a big stocking on your lap. Yeah. Big fat stocking full of sugary goodness inside. What is the typical components of your stocking?
Why don't you answer this first?
Well, I usually get different candies. My mom knows I'm a sour type of person. I love sour candies. So I get a lot of that. Warheads, I think they're called Zoots. Zoots,
yeah,
is that a candy?
I've heard of that.
But I also have little chocolate bars, chocolate Santas. But one of the classical components of my Christmas that I love in my stocking is at my father's house. He always has one of those little mini oranges. What are those, clementines?
Oh.
Always has one of those in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome.
So, like you said, I'm a big sour candy guy. I'm usually looking at some Sour Patch Kids. I like Jolly Ranchers. I usually see those. And then just some Hershey bars, some Twix, the usual candy.
You're looking to gain at least 2 pounds
Oh,
by the
yeah.
time you finish that stocking.
Yeah.
Aside from all the other food. But then you zoom ahead to New Year's and
Back.
National Hot Dog Time.
Hot dogs and sauerkraut.
If you're squeamish, cover your ears. But like 7 years ago, I had 13 hot dogs in 4 bratwursts, January 1st. So what do you prefer, hot dog, bratwurst?
Depends on the situation. You see, also with the availability of toppings, because if you get a hot dog, you're gonna want to go like ketchup, mustard, relish. I'm a fan of relish, some sauerkraut. But if you get a brat, the only thing I usually put on brat is like a nice brown mustard, a spicy brown mustard.
No, what you got to do is here. You got a thicker bun for the bratwurst.
Yeah, obviously.
Put that big, thick, juicy brat in there. And fresh out of the crock pot. You put that like German brown spicy mustard on, and then you take the tongs, and then you put sauerkraut like on top of the mustard, so you get that mix of the juices.
Let's just say you bite into it, you better have a plate under you because there's just juice coming down, but it's all worth it because it's so good.
And then the feeling when your teeth like snap into the flesh of the bratwurst, and
it's
pops.
like it pops. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah, this is good. Dude.
I love hot dogs. I love hot dogs. So there's what we eat, but now we're going to get some other opinions.
Yeah.
We have one teacher that Jake insisted on having, and we have a student. You may know him. He's been here a lot. We're going to ask them what they eat on Christmas break.
We're here with special guest today. You all know her and love her.
Miss Stinson.
First question. What is your favorite type of Christmas cookie?
Probably sugar cookies.
So with sugar cookies, do you like them homemade, or are you more of the person who like buys the package and like gets little
Oh,
squares?
no
Homemade.
package. Homemade.
It's the
With
best.
the icing and you get to decorate them.
All right, so question number 2. Christmas morning, you wake up. What's your go-to annual breakfast if you have one?
Night before French toast. Casserole.
Ooh, I've never heard of something like that, but that sounds
We do
amazing.
something similar to that as well.
You make it the night before and then you can bake it.
Get like the
Okay.
strawberry sauce and put it on top.
Last question. So, do you have a Thanksgiving-style dinner around Christmas time as well?
We do, but actually we end up going to my husband's parents' house and my parents' house, and then we have Christmas Eve at my house. So 3 meals. So we do at my husband's house. We always do like the ham and cheesy potatoes and stuff like that. At my mom's house, we usually do the Thanksgiving dinner, so like the turkey and mashed potatoes. But on Christmas Eve at my house, we do like shrimp and crab legs and all kinds of stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure having you, Miss Stinson.
Well,
Thanks,
thank you, thank you.
We're back here with my friend Ryan Moore. You've seen him once when it comes to school lunches, and he's back. So Ryan, we're talking about the best time of the school year, Christmas break.
Sir.
What do you eat over Christmas break when you're away from school for like 2 weeks?
I eat half a metric ton of snacks.
You mind informing our audience here how much half of a metric ton is of food?
Yeah, how much is half a metric ton?
Half a
What would you
metric
tell us?
Half a metric ton is around 1,000 pounds.
Is that metric?
I don't
We'll
know.
let it pass.
I don't know if his math is right on that. Oh.
Here's the question. Your stocking. What can you expect in your stocking?
You can expect a good amount of gift cards and a lot of candy.
Our family have a dinner on Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Christmas Eve, we usually go to my grandma's that night and eat a little bit, mostly just snacks. We don't really eat much. But then Christmas morning, we usually wake up, get our presents. Then we head back down to
You
my...
got a breakfast?
Yeah, just donuts.
Can't get wrong with
milk
donuts.
with the
The,
donut.
not just regular donuts, the fun donuts that you get at Martin's. You know what I'm talking
Like with
about?
the sprinkles and
Like the
stuff
little
on top.
ones.
Yeah, dude. During Christmas, they'll make
Oh, yeah.
donuts like the shapes of like Christmas
Mm-hmm.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
they're
like
called.
the cream in the middle.
Yeah, they're called fun donuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Good
are
stuff.
high quality stuff.
Okay, so you said you go back to your grandmother's house.
Yeah, we go back to grandma's, eat there, open up some presents. Then we have to go back to my mom's grandparents' house. We go up to my pap's. We open up some gifts there and eat there again. And then after all that, then we go home.
So sounds like you have somewhere close to half metric ton of food, like you said,
I'd say about a quarter metric ton.
quarter metric ton.
It
We're,
keeps getting smaller.
we're dimming it
No,
up.
there was a half a metric ton for the whole week. Then
Wow.
that day's a quarter metric ton.
Okay, that makes even
Makes
more sense.
sense.
So that being said, if you have that much food, you're gaining a lot of weight.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to go back and go back to a normal weight and digest your food?
Well, my set point, as we learned about in psychology or whatever, you know, it usually keeps me at the same weight. I might put on about 5 pounds, but my metabolism, because of my set point, will kick into a higher rate and burn that back down.
Mr. Birch. As always, thanks again for watching Dudes on Food. Please like, comment, subscribe as to what you'd like to see us talk about sometime in the future. We look at those, trust me. You want to take it from here, Ryan?
This is Dudes on Food, and have a nice day.
Stay hungry, my friends.